This is an introduction that will help you to understand how to add books quickly and safely into the G4 system. We start by opening up this launcher, and then we pick the back office. Once in the back office, we're going to move to the catalog management portion of the program. Here we want to use something called Easy ISBN cataloging. The normal hit rate on finding books using this option is about 98%. So we're going to go ahead and use this option along with our wireless barcode scanner, which is not a proprietary scanner. You can have an inexpensive wired scanner or a wireless scanner to do this application. So we'll go over here. And we're going to open up this app. We can move it around. And we're going to say, okay, where do I want to place these books? I'm going to pick my main collection. And I'm going to set up a few defaults. First of all, any book that comes into the system is considered something that can be circulated. And you would choose a cert code of 0. If it was like a reference book or something of that nature that would not be circulated, you'd choose a different code. More codes can be added as well as codes can be removed from this choice. Acquisition date is always the date that you're actually doing this. You can put a cost on this book as well. In this particular case, this book was $29.99. Okay. You have different codes here. Library Resource Center. You would select that. Who is the vendor that this came from? I'll say it's Amazon. The owner in this particular case is LRMS. And how did we buy this book? Well, we're going to choose campus budget, or it could have been a donation. Automatically, we can turn on barcode numbering. In this particular case, we have a very lengthy barcode number, and this is the next unused barcode in the system. This particular demo program has about just a little under 40,000 books in it. So the next thing I'm going to do is say, okay, how many copies of this book am I going to enter? One or multiples? I can change this to from a 1 to a 2 or 3. Next, I go ahead and put my cursor in the ISBN field, and I can just simply come over here and scan the ISBN number. The system has already gone out and found this book in the master database of about 5 million cataloged items. It's also giving me a call number of a nonfiction with the SAN, which represents Sanders as the author. All I have to do is say, okay. This book has now been entered. Next, you'll notice that what's not changed is the cursor remains in the ISBN field, but the barcode number has incremented up by 1. If nothing else changes, but perhaps we have a cost here that changes. So we can go ahead and put in 2450, which is this book, and move my cursor back to the ISBN field. There's only one book, and I can go ahead and catalog that book. Now, one of the things that occurs here is that when we put in a BARC ISBN number, it went in as a 13-digit, but the program automatically converts it back to a 10-digit as well and looks at both to find a hit. In this particular case, this is the hit. All I have to do is say OK, and there it is. I can jump over here to search catalog now, and I can say show me last 5. Let me go ahead and minimize this for a moment. There's Sarah. And here is the last book that I put in. What does this book look like? This is the information that came in from that record that we found. We can look at it in a more complete view by picking on full mark. Now you get to see everything that's included in the record in the searching mechanism results. And go back to previous, and we can do the same thing for this book. And we have the data here, railroads, subjects, all that. And this is a fill in the blank type template that we provide for different types of materials. In this particular case, this is the default book template. If you're cataloging student equipment like laptops or mobile devices for giving them internet connectivity, what have you, this program can manage all of that. It goes well beyond being a library program of cataloging books. It can catalog just about anything from textbooks to equipment to student equipment. You name it, we can create a template. And most of our schools that use this program have done just that. Okay, let's go back. Let's just jump back to the main collection. And this is what it looks like. Give you a quick view. Circulation management, you can jump over here. You go to circulate. And what you'll end up doing here is this is where you can do your checkout, check-in, renewal, and put books on hold. Down here below, you see the blue arrows. That is the circulation screen. Back here, I can jump back to this location and I can say, okay, well, let's jump over here to cataloging. So we can do search edit catalog. We can go in here, and if we want to search everything, we can just simply do a quick search. 39,299 titles were found in about 3 seconds. A lot of these books have book cover images that get associated with it and are automatically placed into the book information. You can again open this up and you can see the simple template. Over here, the items that are marked in red are considered necessary. We have an explanation over here, so it's basically fill in the blanks. So if you have volunteers working with you, and let's say you're cataloging using Easy ISBN, and some books are not found, you can have a second workstation set up where people can come in and they can actually go ahead and add something new. So let's say we're over here, we'll go back here, we go action, then we can see add, and we'll just fill in this blank field of choices. And all they have to do is just simply click on the cursor. They can use the tab key and what have you. Back here, I'm not going to save these changes, but if I go back further, right here is the instruction for how to manage this. There it is. Comes up automatically. It gives them everything they need to know about the different choices and how to manage using this area. And this is true throughout the program. Okay, close this out. And this kind of gives you an idea of the things that you can do here. So we have reports, different types of reports. We have the ability to run a custom report, which basically gives us the ability to report on any aspect. We can print labels, collection labels, shelf cards, borrower labels. We can even do borrower ID cards using just a simple blank business card stock. Allows you to create a student ID card that can be used for the library for the cafeteria, for the bus. Combo labels, dummy labels, things of that nature. Advanced settings. We normally set all this up. We set up the users, your printer information, what's available to print from, your choices. You can run different printers into these fields for that purpose. If you had a label printer, instead of as the generalized laser printer, receipt printer, same thing. Anyhow, enough of my rambling on. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you.